Hey guys, welcome. Today we are playing The Beginner's Guide. I'm gonna turn it down a bit. I don't know anything about this game except for that it was made by the same people as the Stanley Parable. So we are going in blind, which I've heard is the best way to go in. So I don't know. Without further ado, let's get into it. Yes, sir. Okay.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
This is so fun.
But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction.
Whoa.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game.
Okay.
As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
This is really fun. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, obviously I'm a skeptic. Is this the actual, genuine purpose of this game, or is it like a story within a story type thing? Like, is this the real premise? Like, am I actually looking at these games that this guy made? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the answer was yes. Either way, I think... Oh, shit! Jesus Christ! Okay.
This game is called Escape from Whisper.
That scared me.
And it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
I was gonna say, either way, it's a cool premise. Okay. Tap to shoot. This is fun. Bro, that just scared the shit out of me. I'm gonna go down the... Oh! Should I? Oh, maybe I can't. Can I shoot these? A little bit. Okay, it looks like not. Okay.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
It
Wait.
kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance,
yeah.
you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
That's fun.
Enemy force neutral.
Oh, here we go.
Begin ship evacuation.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
That's fun. Bro, I don't know the first thing about game development, but it's something that I think would be really cool to get into. I think. Okay, that doesn't open. Can I run? No. Okay. Oh.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it.
Okay.
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it?
Oh.
Would you give yourself?
What the hell? Sure.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking really. I just kind of threw me in there. So it resets you if you. Oh. Oh. This is so cool.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs.
I love this.
So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay. This is so cool. I'm guessing I'm just like, I don't even know. Just learning about this person. Coda?
Yep, in this game you can only walk backwards.
Whoa. This is so cool. I'm like, why am I don't know. Something about this music or something is making me emotional. The past was behind her. This is a really cool concept. I love this. Okay, sorry if my game is glitchy.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Yeah. Okay. This is cool. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the lag, you guys. I don't have a gaming computer, so... When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Okay. But the future is always behind her. How will she find the strength? This is really cool. How will she find the strength? Oh, I just read that. To confront it.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Okay. You are now entering. Right. I can only go forward. Well, I can still go to the side. Can I? Yeah, I can a little bit.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. I am holding on.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Nonsense in nearly
I wish
every
I'd known him at the
direction.
time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
This is so fun. Why am I like...
Once
Oh.
you've been slowed to an absolute crawl,
Oh.
the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone,
Bro, I thought my game
why
was
bother
lagging
opening
again.
the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Where is enter? Oh, here we go. Okay. I was like, bro, my game cannot be that bad. Alright. Well, it low-key is, but whatever. This is so awesome! Oh my gosh.
A room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Sharks are trying to eat you simultaneously. You're trying to eat the sharks.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Whoa, I couldn't read it all. That's crazy. Ready, set, fish. Okay. This is a really interesting experience. I don't think I've ever played a game like this. Well, I don't know if I really play that many games, but this is cool. Okay, the lag is just really getting crazy, you guys. I'm gonna have to pause it right here, I fear. Chapter 5? Wait. Is it like a super short game? For real? Hopefully I didn't jump too far ahead. It said I was on chapter 5. Yeah, this is right. Overall, this is a really cool premise. I'm really enjoying this. Oh, good. Okay, we're fixed. I think my laptop just overheats, so gotta give her a little break sometimes. LOL. Okay. We're in this little fun area.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. I will try my best. Did it work? I'm confused. Okay, I can't really move around the darkness. This music is so heavenly. Jesus. I hope someone takes a look at my laptop like this and it's just like assignment number 1, assignment number 2, assignment number 3, all at once. She never finished. And they're all a paragraph long. Okay, can I close it again? Bruv, what do I do over here? So then, okay, then maybe this is just the rest of the game. Just this puzzle. You know, I really thought I was good at puzzles, but Amanda the Adventurer and this is starting to make me doubt.
Alright, let me just walk you through it.
Thank you.
You're gonna hit the switch on the outside to open the door, then hit the same switch and walk through the door before it closes. You'll see a second switch on the inside, which will open the second door.
Right. Yeah, I figured that all on my own.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Okay.
We're gonna see it a lot.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know. What would people even find on my desktop? Literally just, like, assignments. Okay.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay. Huh! Whoa, this is so cool. It's like I'm inside Blender.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Wait, I thought
Either
it was
way,
just
I think
weird
that the point
patterns.
is
It's
the same,
actually
is that most of the time you don't get to know
levels.
what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
That's so cool.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Whoa. That's deep. Wait, why did it jump me to this? Okay, whatever. Oh, no. This is from the other game.
This, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in. There's some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
That's really cool. The Great and lovely descent. Okay. This got real existential. Well, from the get-go.
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Yes,
Every
please.
video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do.
Yes.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
The streetwise fool.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly.
Oh.
One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Can I go anywhere else before I go down there?
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Okay. This is cool. We're lagging again, but I don't care! We're gonna get through this game one way or another! Okay. Yes, very nice. Holy shit, I could fall! I was not expecting that! My bad. Save me, narrator. Well, I guess that doesn't matter. I was gonna go down anyways. That's funny. Save me, narrator, save me. Davy? What's his face? Davy? And guys, don't make fun of me, but I don't have a mouse. I don't have a mouse, and I don't give a fuck. I'm playing it this way, so I don't want to hear it. I don't have the shit for all this fancy, the money for this fancy shit, so. Okay. The fancy shit being a mouse. But whatever. I don't have a desktop computer. Okay. This is getting a little interesting. Oh! Right. Yeah, that's my bad. I won't go that way. Oh. Hey. Welcome to hell.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
That's funny.
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Thank you for that. Oh, okay.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know,
I can't go.
Whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
That's funny.
There wasn't.
Okay, now we're kind of... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say we're getting a little more expansive here, but not really. Alright, let's go down the stairs. This is a really good game for my fucking media arts theory class, because we low-key talked about this type of stuff, this philosophical media type stuff. I mean, that's kind of what the
It's
Stanley
the puzzle
Parable
again,
brought.
with the exact same solution as the last time.
Okay. Oh, and then, alright. Hey, first try, everybody. Watch this. Watch this. Whoa!
there's still no clear indication
Nice.
of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Beautiful sky. Alright. This is really fun. I don't really know what else is around. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't see this hallway before. Alright. This is giving Star Wars a little bit, honestly. Like a spaceship interior. I honestly, this is what I've seen in the previews of this game. I would love to learn how to develop games just to make stupid shit like this. Not that this is stupid.
Coda begins using a
but you know
kind
what I
of
mean.
dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities.
Oh,
Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
you there, did you come from up above? What was up there? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. I'm gonna go 3. That's the world above. You've been there. Now, this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. I'll do 3. What? But you don't understand. We are trapped here. That puzzle is our only escape. We need to get through it. You think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Let me describe it for you. Let me tell you all about what is over there. Alright, I will tell you how to solve it. I'm intrigued by number 2. No, that isn't possibly enough. I need to actually be there. I cannot simply be told what it is. I must see it myself. I must escape this prison. There must be an ending. Is that new? I'm assuming. It made a noise. Sorry guys, I just, yeah, I'm on my own. So. Oh! That's funny. Hello, how did you get to here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Oh, this is fun! I get to do all the options! This is my favorite thing! This is why I loved Life is Strange, because I could just go back and do all of the options, because I get FOMO. Okay, I'm gonna do 2. No, I've been right here this entire time. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. What happens if I solve it? Why would I sit in the black space? Who are you? Who are you? Just go hang out there in that blackness for a bit. You might not like it at first, but it'll grow on you, eventually. Oh, it actually wants me to. Yes, sir. Okay. This is fun.
And so
okay, I was wrong about exhausting the choices, but whatever. I missed what he said. I'm sorry. Okay. Whoa, we got a little outdoor escape here. Okay. This is giving...
It's a lamppost.
College dorm.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost.
Okay.
It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're gonna see it.
Okay, sorry. I'm pausing so I can eat my donut. Your girl was getting a little hungry. Okay.
In in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them.
Okay.
And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Okay, so... Oh, I think it just went to chapter 5, like, in the options, because I had only gotten up to there. Duh. I was like, was that the end of the game? No, you dumbass. All notes you see are left by other players. Really? Wait, really? Nice room. Not. Is that true? Wait. Okay. I don't know,
So first
honestly.
off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda.
Yeah.
This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up.
I was gonna say I'm
I saw
inclined
him
to believe
working
you.
on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Whoa, holy shit. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this
makes me
person
sad.
who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Define fun.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how
There's
alone
no way
Coda
I can
often
read all
felt,
these.
that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And
Balls.
I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know
Yeah.
you through your work.
Do not be
I think this
afraid,
is why
take
I always
care.
liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Wait. I just saw Flying Penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be that beautiful again. I'm crying now. And plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. Right, right. We've all been there, buddy. Cool cavern, bro. This is fun. We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. Interesting. In a world full of notes, one man will read all of them. This summer, you will believe blue speech bubbles can talk. Okay. I really want to read all of these guys, but I don't know if that's, like, crazy. There's probably a bunch. Hey, I can type here. I'd rather be... Okay. The guy over there wrote much wrong. Is it gonna kick me out, though? Oh, wait. Hold on. I can drop off the face of the earth. Oh, maybe I can't, actually. I can go this way, though. I feel like it'll just kick me out if I take too long. What the shit is this cavern? Boring. I can assure you, guaranteed there's an acorn somewhere here in this. Okay. Right. Yeah, I was just looking for someone to talk with. This is so existential. I refuse to believe. Butt-ass butt. Right. Oh, wow. So, I need to go to the freaking bathroom. Recognize me, please. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. This probably goes on for a while then. I didn't realize. A free t-shirt. Door, how open? Open sesame. A game can open door. Oh. So you can't open the door. Nice. Okay. Ooh. New room. Holy shit, there is so many. Scared of writing something, don't want to feel judged. This is a really cool concept. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. I don't know. I'm really enjoying this part of the game. I know it's all him, but it's so cool to see like what he wrote. Or, you know, if this guy's real or whatever. Just whatever. Right. Can I jump? No. Okay. Just thought I'd ask. Holy shit, it doesn't even go to the painting? I think... Can't fall. Damn, this is like huge. Yeah. Oh, I can. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Today I learned you cannot fall. Yes. Ethical. Right. How come no one's written, it says gullible on the ceiling? Stop faking it. Okay. Art. More like art, am I right? Whoever made this has issues. Who are all of you? No one and everyone. Maybe I'll feel real someday. I like that one. Devil Tower Star. That's like the third one I've seen of that. Stop pretending you're other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. We will all die someday. Help, I'm trying to speak. You guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Things must see from up close and perfect from far away. Here it just looks like dots. Cabbage shapes our nation. That's the second time someone's written that. I like that they turn gray once you've read them. Otherwise, I don't think I would be spending this much time. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. I like that. Everyone's a poet. Everyone's so creative. Well, I'm here now. Yes, we are all here now. On God. Okay. Guys. Am I boring you? Chat, am I boring you? More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
Nice demonic whispers. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. Well, yes!
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Koda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Oh, hello. We're glitching again. Oh lord, I'm glitching. Does this puzzle have a solution?
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I trusted that there was a switch, but there wasn't. I'm gonna switch it though. Just trap myself. Oh, never mind. You can open it. I honestly kind of missed what the narrator guy said, but you like reflect. You just sit in the darkness for a minute. Is this because I chose that one choice? No, I'm wondering. I'm really liking the sound design in here, though. This is fun. What did the narrator guy say? Oh, I was supposed to do that. Ah, yes. Well, yes. Okay, I don't know why I didn't think that. Okay. Hello. Are you there? Please say something. Ask me anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Interesting. Porn stars die
Okay,
too.
this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. Ah. This is really fun design. Porn stars die too. Like fucking with this. This beat is nasty.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Koda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator, or put a giant hole in the ground? Let's put a giant hole in the ground. Okay. Okay, now, what about along the wall of the room? 10 stoves lined up along the wall. Okay. That's not stoves. I think we should light up this room a bit. I'm thinking... I'm gonna choose the most unhinged one. Great. And a table! You need a table! Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? Ah, This is a fun
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything.
mechanism.
It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
What's wrong with that? I love weird for weird's sake.
So, okay,
Oh.
he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Sorry guys, my ear's hurting. My ear's hurting! Hello, please walk forward. What if I don't? Just kidding. This is literally that part of mouthwashing. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Okay. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. I'm not gonna. Not gonna, by the way. First, click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Where is that? What if I don't do that, though? Like, can I do other stuff? No. Okay. Fine, I'll listen. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Finally touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Return. Okay. Is it gonna make me do it again?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Ah,
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them.
That's fun.
Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense
guy's a fucking
against
freak.
yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done.
This feels a little more like a show than a game, honestly.
This is the very last version
But I
of the
do
prison
love the
game that
medium
he created. And the reason I
of it
think
being
it
in
works
a
is
video
that
game.
the prison is not actually in it.
Okay. Do you guys think I have a flashlight or Whoa. Was that just me shaking it too hard, the mouse? Or did it actually get bigger? Like, for the game purposes. Who's to say? Guys, this lag is really starting to drive me crazy, so I wonder if... Did I fuck it up more? Like, what? Oh, okay. Hopefully that helps it lag less. It did lower the resolution. Because I don't need to be doing all that on my fucking MacBook Air. Is Doctor Who in here? Oh. Hey. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. I guess that's the only thing I can say. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yep, I was in the
It's
escape
a conversation.
Tutorial,
And
yep,
so
I
this
was
is
in
what
reverse.
Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are
where I
Coda
am right
talking
now.
to himself.
Well, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in prison was like. It's kind of strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. It was like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that, you know? I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. I like number 3. Wait, if you're me, then how did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. What did they tell you? What did you have to do to get out? All they asked me was to be sincere. They asked me how I felt about being imprisoned. They just talked to me for a while. I like 3. What? That freed you? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me. It will make sense. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I will be here for as long as you need. Aw.
I can see why he
that was
considers
sweet.
this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be nice?
I like that. August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself? To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle.
Oh yeah, I think
with
I got rid of the lag
doors
guys,
on either
thank God.
side and a dark transitional space between.
Wait, I missed... Sorry.
Sorry, I missed what you said.
Why does this remind me of somewhere? Oh, there's another box head guy. Clean. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. And lousy homes make home loners. I'll be cleaning this whole place. Why did the music get so indie all of a sudden? Well, now, you might just be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you can decide whether you could do it all night. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Sure. Much nicer. That's a table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Why is this making me, like, sentimental or something? This music? This is super fun. Run to the bedroom and make the bed. Wait. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a little bit? All the little details matter. you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. I'll take one. Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten up the pillows on the sofa out here? Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there? I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. No. No, it was stupid, sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Okay. You can tell me anything, buddy. Last I checked, the tub needs a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. I think I'm really susceptible to music because, guys, this is like I'm super close to crying for no reason at all. Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes
After
off the
the
table?
intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do these chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants you to smooth out the rug in the bedroom,
really
believe it or not. Trust
of all
me
his
on
work,
this one.
actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it.
Aw.
This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty. Would you mind tidying it up a bit? Guys, I'm gonna cry. This is so, like, beautiful. I love whatever genre this is. Like, doing simple things, having simple conversations with an ultimately existential meaning behind them. I think that's just beautiful. Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I'm gonna cry! Guys, I'm gonna cry! Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Would you please clean up the books? Thanks. I think it's just the music. Well, I don't know. It's so simple but so beautiful. I love this. Oh goodness, those pillows over on the couch are a real mess.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found
Would you
some
go
peace.
over and straighten them up a bit? Can't have these folks coming home to a messy couch. Yeah. Question.
But,
Do you
of course,
enjoy this?
it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
I really like this. This is so cool. All good things have to end. guys. The lamppost.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Items you love
This
at
one
members
gets a
only
bit
prices. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game, the
Being
perspective
perfect
shifts.
is effortless. Oh, hello. Right. This is the key.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, I can pick the other options. Or no, I can't. I can only pick number one. Well, let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. You understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Haha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? Hey. There is no truth. There is no path. What if I'm not a good teacher? Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out! Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. It's coming for you. It's gonna destroy you. Everyone run! Nothing. No one.
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have.
Yeah.
To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
That was funny.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Stage. Nice. High school throwback. I was a theater kid, yes. Okay. Oh, I have also seen this part in the preview. Oh. Hey. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. Oh, hello. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Alright. Guys. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It is your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Where is the bathroom? What are you doing? You're deflecting. You're not saying what's actually on your mind. Stop dancing around it and have a conversation with this person. Do it again. Right. I'm super, super scared right now. No, no, no! That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feeling of the setting. There were lots of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Okay? Now talk to her again. Oh. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I hope it's glitching because of the game and not because You're messing it up all. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Okay. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. What do you mean? Is it glitching? Like, for real, and not because of the game? I think this is part of the game, right? Okay. It's not like it's frozen or anything. No one's even here, bruh. Oh. Lamppost. Lamppost mentioned. Okay. Let's just... Oh! Right. Another prison. Checks out. I guess we'll keep moving forward. Okay, yes, now this is working.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world.
Yeah.
And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person.
Is it part of the game to lag this bad? Because if not, then I might have to restart it again. It's lagging really bad when I look this way, but when I move this way, it's fine. Maybe it is part of the game, that when I look this way, it's fucked up. Or maybe it's just because there's so much data going on over there. Alright, well, we're done.
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Okay. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Alright. Am I supposed to, like, move, or...? You must keep your eyes closed. Okay, well, brother. This is funny.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Right.
And there is a solution, by the way.
Help, I'm blind, I can't see anything. What's going on? You can't see anything either. We're okay so far. We're going to crash, aren't we? No idea. Please, please tell me how to solve this. Oh, we crash and then it starts over. That's funny. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Whisper. SS Whisper. Alright, let's just go down here, I guess. There was a giant door and then my vision went black. Can't you do something? Can't you fix this? We're gonna crash, aren't we? Help, I'm blind. I can try. What? Brother! I can't see anything. That's actually funny that it wanted me to close my eyes. I was like, sure. Please tell me how to solve this. Please don't let this be forever. Can I, like, do I tap it or, like... I don't even know, bro. Something... Okay. It's the fucking puzzle door, bro. It's a giant door. Research. Am I overthinking this? There's so much going on, bro. I hate being rushed. Don't rush me! Right. Is the guy not gonna jump in and help me? That's actually funny.
Alright, let me explain how you're supposed to do this.
Oh, he is.
On either side of the room are elevators, which go up to an upper level. You have to go up, walk over to the person who's standing there, and then select dialogue option number 2.
Okay. Alright. Let's lock in, guys. Let's lock in. How did I not see those before? Guess I'm not very observant. Alright, dialogue option 2. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So
Yeah.
Where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Koda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Yes, that's it. That's the truth. I don't feel any. It's draining me. Keep going. Keep talking. I haven't been honest. You're doing it. It's working. I'm alone. We're going to be okay. Oh.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
That's crazy. Hello? Oh. Hello, is anyone there? Is that a person? How lovely. It has been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. When I try to create, I feel empty. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. What? I need to see it to know why it stopped. I can take you to it, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult
If the last
puzzle.
game featured Coda talking explicitly about
If you
his
can help me
creative
solve the puzzle,
frustrations,
we'll find the machine.
this
Deal?
one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Yeah. Doesn't matter what I say. Oh. Deal. Perfect. Come along, I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with.
Yeah.
He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Yeah. Here's the puzzle. What do you think? Hey, I recognize this. I've solved this puzzle before. This is easy. I've solved this puzzle before. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Alright, what's next? No. Just... open the first door. Now just press the switch here. There we go. Ha! That was so simple.
You can't
I can't
talk
believe
yourself
I never
out of
solved it
loneliness.
before this.
It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then
Yeah.
there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Yep. Okay, here we are. These sounds are really freaking me out. When I try to create, I feel empty. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? I need to see it to know why it stopped. I've solved this puzzle before. There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. So just some words on some walls. Trust me, you'll see. The breathing, bro. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and say that you love it 100% of the time. Alright. Making games is effortless. I get it. There's a... Oh. Yeah, this is from the other games. Ah, that feels wonderful. Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
Yeah.
I was
Every
watching
time I
him
make
do this to
something.
himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's
Such
like
a simple solution.
Video games are
Perfect.
not worth this amount of suffering.
That feels fantastic.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create.
Please, where is the machine?
For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like
Patience,
this
you have to
was the
trust me.
worst thing for
I
me.
promise this will work. Please, continue. Pain greases effortlessly off.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
I will be saved by my work. Incredible. That's it. I'm free. I'm free. Whoa.
But it didn't stop.
Ooh. I have chills.
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Look, as someone who is a creator and an artist, I think this resonates really deeply with me. It's exhausting sometimes, and it's isolating sometimes. Anyways, I'll share my full thoughts after the game, but this is like, I don't know. This is really resonating with me so far. This is super cool. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I'm wondering why I'm a ma'am when Cody's a guy. Like, why are his protagonists usually female? Which, nothing wrong with that, but it's just interesting. It makes me feel weird. I'm like, does he know that I'm playing? We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. I intend to be quiet. I intend to be brutal. I intend to be brutal. I think that's interesting. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Whoa. What will you do with it? How will you capture the machine? Please, could you take a minute? Have you got it? What are your next actions? Okay. The machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. You stopped feeding us. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. No? Nothing? Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Wow. This is such a cool, like, abstraction. My followers. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us show it that we are not failures. The water sounds, bro. This is so crazy. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. It's gone. And we're on the stage. We're in the stage now. Okay. Oh, and we've got a gun now. Huh. Oh, no way. I can shoot through. Wait, this is so cool. I can shoot through the fabric of reality. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. Oh, this is the machine. Isn't that what you're scared of? Exposed
So now
to the
the
view
work
of
is
others
becoming
every day
self-destructive.
forever. Seen
And I'll
in
tell
naked
you,
clarity.
At the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Oh.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
This is so brilliant. It's like all of the games have led up to this point. Yeah, so now I'm really wondering, like, is this just an interesting concept for a game? And Coda's not real? Because either way, like, this is really brilliant. Really, really brilliant. It's even more brilliant if Coda's not real, you know? This is so cool. I'm just obsessed with this. Oh.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves.
Sounds like that
I could
probably wasn't
fix
the right choice.
If I
though.
could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011. and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Okay. The Tower. Okay. Well, this is definitely a vibe shift.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
This is crazy, bro. This game is so cool. Sorry. Hairs in my eye. Hopefully the reflection isn't too annoying off of my glasses. I hadn't worn contacts all day and I didn't want to put them on just
This
for
room
this.
actually has a maze in it.
Who cares? Oh. Okay. Oh!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible.
Whoa.
And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
That's crazy.
But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Alright, thanks, man. This is really cool.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Yeah. Okay, now this is giving the Stanley Parable a little bit, right?
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code.
Nice.
Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him.
It's really throwing me off that I don't have a cursor.
I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okay. Oh! Bro. 151-617-6. Oh. It's like, what the fuck is moving? This is kind of unsettling, guys. Just a glimpse of my sick and twisted mind. Coda, probably. Okay. Very fun, very cool.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely. Just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
Yeah.
But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Thanks, bro.
Was I a
Reesh.
failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow.
He's trying to make you feel
I
how he
failed,
feels.
and I don't understand
Right?
why.
There's no solution to his
I remember, it's
lack
June
of
2011.
passion.
I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
I can't fall.
I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what
Yeah.
he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean,
Yeah.
and he wouldn't.
I noticed that earlier too. I just didn't say anything. I just gotta say that. Wow, if I was doing this in real life, I would kill myself. Just kidding. We don't say that around here. But for real, these stairs are... That's a lot of stairs.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else.
Nice
I needed-
LEDs, bro.
To be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Well, he's not a game to... He's not a puzzle to solve. He's a person, you know? I feel like maybe he's trying to show this guy that...
Where did I screw up?
that he's... Like, this is how he feels. He kind of feels trapped in his own mind, you know? He's not isolating on purpose. Wait, am I crazy? Is this just the same thing, but opposite? Okay. Oh. Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you to not speak to me anymore. Oh.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
That's so sad. Because, yeah, I mean, he probably just made them for himself. He didn't want people to see them. And you broke that trust. Not everyone receives, like, comfort the same way you do, I guess. Yeah, that's sad.
I don't think I ever told you this,
I
but
wonder
when I
at
took your
times
work and
whether
was
you think
showing
I
it
am
to
making
people,
these games for you.
it actually felt... It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Yeah. He's not making them for you. He's making them for himself. Yeah, I think that's true. That's kind of selfish. You've infected my personal space that it's possible I
And
did begin to
the
plant
people who
solutions to my
played
work
them,
somewhere. Hidden between
They treated
games.
me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Damn. That is possible. I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere. Hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? This is so cool. Like, because now we're talking about, like, friendship and breaking trust. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? He's been adding the lampposts.
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. Damn. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. Yeah? The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. Yeah, I mean, I will say it seemed like he was uncomfortable with him taking out these feelings on these games, like, as if that's not the whole beauty of creation in the first place, you know? To kind of explore those feelings. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing that you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything. Ooh. Oh, the silence is so good. Oh my god.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again.
Whoa,
like I'm
the
an
walls
addict.
are closing in.
There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Okay, I was like, whoa. Chills. This is so good, bro. Wow. I'm pretty close to tearing up. I mean, like, this is just some deep stuff, you know?
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
And it's just so meta that game devs made this game. Because, like, it's just a masterpiece. That's just so cool. It's a game about a game dev. But also, I mean, I'll talk about it after. I really love the sound design of these places.
Solution. Solution. Solution.
I mean,
guess if
I'm
someone
kinda
had told
speechless.
me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
Yeah, that's kind of
Maybe
crazy.
He just likes making prisons.
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's wrong or it needs to be fixed. This is so cool, this kind of unreliable narrator
Even
type
now,
thing.
the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Oh, I'm literally... Okay. This is... unsettling. I feel like am I underground? I think I'm underground.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Yeah, you know what? This is really, really making you think.
What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Okay. This is so brilliant. I just can't say that enough. I really just got sucked into this game, like, I didn't expect it to be this existential. Yeah, seems like this is the way. Oh, okay. It just really makes you think. Like, what are we without external validation? You know? I'd like to say that I can't imagine not living for that, but upon thinking on it, I don't know if I can, you know? I don't know if any of us can. And that's a really interesting thought, because are we really living if we're not living for ourselves? You know? And I feel like you can live for yourself and other people, but how much of it is yours when you are living for other people, or doing things for other people, or seeking praise or validation or whatever else from other people, you know? Oh my god, this is perfect. This is perfect. Just the floating thing. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh, but it actually kills you? Or no. You float. You just float above everything. And you're gonna see the whole world? Or is it the end? Wow. Oh my god. Guys, I'm tearing up. Like, this is incredible. Oh my god, dude. This is one of those games that you just gotta sit with it for a while.
Turn back.
Holy shit.
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going.
You guys.
But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles. And you're so
What a fucking
tired,
incredible game, you guys.
but I know that you're strong.
God. Whew. I'm gonna be sitting on this. I'm gonna be thinking about this for a while, honestly.
Turn back.
I obviously I can't process or formulate my thoughts right now, but this game is just so human. And it's so cool how they use the video game medium to kind of explore this psyche. And I think it's a story that a lot of creators in any capacity can relate to. In this case, it's specifically like game developing, but it's also like questioning, like, why do I create? Do I have to find meaning in everything? Do I create for myself or for others? And do I find creation aside, do I find companionship by trying to figure out people or by actually really getting to know people? You know? Because in this case, the protagonist, which I guess is the narrator, he finds out about himself that he cared more about Corey and his... Corey? I'm stupid. I forget his name. Corey? It's Corey, right? Something tells me it's not Corey. Something like that. He cared more about him and his games than he did about him. Like for the reasons of that gave him a puzzle to solve, a thing to figure out, validation to receive from other people. Because people heard him and not Carrie. I don't remember the name, guys. I'm sorry. But it's so cool. There's so much to take away from here about humanity, about relationships, about the act and the art of creation, and just complex feelings in general. What drives us to explore those? Honestly, one of my favorite parts of the game was the housekeeping game. Well, in the end, of course, when we kind of get this personal insight from the narrator, but the housekeeping game, I just love those kind of simple moments that kind of have a bigger picture or a bigger theme kind of going to them. And I think that's kind of what all of these games are, right? This kind of compilation. But anyways, I might do a little analysis video on it once I have time to kind of gather my thoughts and stuff. But overall, 10 out of 10, 1,000 out of 10. Incredible game. And I'm so glad I was able to play this. Yeah, thanks for watching my first video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.